Well, Larry, I am responsible for bringing this man into a circle of people that I love very much and would never knowingly expose to any kind of danger.
Stiles had been on the run for 4 years. In 2003, he was charged with sexually assaulting another Las Vegas child. She was just 6. His rap sheet, dating back to 1999, includes assault, battery, resisting arrest, auto theft, and weapons possession. Investigators still want to know how the videotape of Stiles with that little girl got into the hands of Darren Tuck, who is in jail now for possession of child pornography, and if the two men even knew each other.
Stiles faces 21 felony counts for the acts seen on that videotape. No court date has been set. Meredith?
All right, Chris Jansen, thank you very much. It is 7:04, and now here's Matt.
All right, Meredith, thank you. Now to an exclusive interview with Senator Larry Craig. Today, the conservative Idaho Republican, a longtime opponent of gay rights, is fighting to clear his name 4 months after he was caught in an airport bathroom sex sting. With his wife by his side, I sat down with Senator Craig at his home, and we started by talking about that infamous stop at the men's room at the Minneapolis airport.
It's June 11th. You are commuting back from here to Washington.
Like every weekend. Very routine. That's exactly what happens every week.
And you end up stopping in a bathroom. It may be the most famous bathroom stop
I think you're right now.
of the last 10 years. You end up stopping in a bathroom in what's called North Star Crossing.
Yeah.
Were you aware at all, Senator, of the reputation of that specific bathroom?
Well, I certainly am now.
Were you prior?
No, not at all. I walked into a bathroom, I walked into an entrapment and a sting that was going on, and I go to bathrooms to use bathrooms.
The senator was arrested that day in June after an undercover officer claimed he solicited him for sex. 6 weeks later, Craig pled guilty to disorderly conduct. He didn't tell his wife, Suzanne, until the story was about to appear in the media.
When Larry told me that this story was going to break, and he hadn't told me about it before that, I felt like the floor was falling out from under me. It happened right here in this room. And I felt like, almost like I was going down a drain for a few moments.
Why didn't you tell her?
It was a tough call, Matt, a very tough call. I've never been arrested in my life. I was very, very embarrassed about it. I wrestled with it. I didn't want to embarrass my wife, my kids, Idaho, and my friends. I sought no counsel. I made a very big mistake. I should have told my wife, I should have told my kids, and most importantly, I should have told counsel.
On Monday, Senator Craig appealed a judge's refusal to let him withdraw his guilty plea. Craig believes he did nothing wrong and says he'll continue to serve as a senator.
You could resign, Senator, and you know what? It would probably go away.
It wouldn't be the same.
And Matt, that's the easy way out. You've talked about my history and my record. You know I'm a fighter, that I don't just walk away from a fight. This is the toughest fight of my political life.
Mitt Romney, John McCain, Peter Hoekstra, Mitch McConnell. You know, we have an expression in New York, they threw you under the bus. What was it like as a wife to see that happen, Suzanne?
It was, for me and for our children, I was very disappointed and very hurt to see some of the people that Larry's worked with and for and supported for years.
Forget working. These are friends, weren't they?
I was very proud of my association with Mitt Romney. I'd worked hard for him here in the state. I was a co-chair of his campaign on Capitol Hill, and he not only threw me under his campaign bus, he backed up and ran over me again. And, you know, you kind of look and blink a little bit, and while they were reacting that way, there were another set of senators who were calling us and saying, "What's going on? What can we do to help you?"
What a difficult conversation to have with anybody, much less a U.S. senator and his wife. What was that like for you?
You know, these are very difficult questions to have to ask. It's an embarrassing subject, even to ask the questions. Imagine answering the questions and to sit with Senator Craig and his wife. And I want to say that you're going to see this entire interview tonight on an NBC News special at 8 o'clock. And we do spend time. We take the senator step by step through what happened in that bathroom, what he says happened versus what the undercover police officer says happened. And at times, It was.
Did he hold back at all, or?
He's extremely candid.
Yeah.
He tells his side of the story, and I found myself constantly looking at Mrs. Craig.
Yeah.
And wondering what was going through her mind as she was hearing these details recounted. But it's a fascinating interview.
She shows a lot of poise there,
no
to
question.
say the least.
And again, you can see that interview in its entirety tonight at 7 Central Time, right here on NBC, and more tomorrow right here on the Today Show.
Look forward to that. And now let's get the rest of the morning's top stories from Ann Curry over at the news desk. Ann, good morning to you.
Meredith and Matt, good morning, everybody. And we begin with a close call during the night at London's Heathrow Airport. It's raising questions about the safety of planes on the ground. 2 passenger planes clipped wings while heading to the runway, damaging both planes but causing no injuries. British Airways is now investigating. Today, Russian President Vladimir Putin is in Iran to talk with President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad about Iran's nuclear program, and he went there despite warnings of a possible assassination plot. Today in Iraq, a car bomb exploded near a gas station at an Iraqi army checkpoint in Baghdad. At least 6 people there were killed. A, quote, exceptional drought is now affecting more than 25% of the nation's southeast, according to the National Weather Service. NBC's Martin Savage reports now.
In the southeast, the water shortages are going beyond difficult and are leaning toward desperate. The governor of North Carolina is pleading with residents to conserve.
I need every single community and every single citizen in North Carolina now doing everything they can to save every drop of water they can.
North Carolina did ban outdoor burning. Governor Easley said the state can't afford the water to fight a wildfire. He's even suggesting restaurants stop serving water unless customers ask for it. In Georgia, the governor has declared October shorter shower month. And with all residential outdoor watering banned and lake levels still dropping, Georgia for the first time is considering restricting water for commercial and industrial users. Farmers would be next. At the Little River Grill on Lake Allatoona, Georgia, owner J.P. Ridley can't imagine things getting much worse. His lakeside restaurant isn't lakeside anymore. And the water level isn't the only thing going down.
Between 20 and 25% of our business is not here anymore.
Yesterday, he was forced to lay off 4 employees.
And that was Martin Savage reporting from Georgia. Oil prices soared to new heights today in Asia, well above the $86 a barrel mark. CNBC's Maria Bartiromo was at the New York Stock Exchange this morning. Maria, why are the prices going up, and what does it mean for consumers?
Good morning, Ann. Thanks very much. Big implications here. The price of oil is soaring, and the reason is a simple perception of tight supplies and rising demand. The perception on Wall Street is that we have a tight supply of oil. That means we're not seeing any new production around the world, and yet we are seeing economies growing around the world, and that means higher demand. Big implications, because as oil prices rise and the rest of us pay more money for fuel and home heating oil, it is going to zap our disposable income ability to spend on anything else. And of course, consumer spending represents 2/3 of economic growth, so it will eventually slow the economy if oil stays where it is. And back to you.
All right, Maria Bartiromo. Maria, thanks. And for Colorado, a Rocky Mountain High, the Colorado Rockies completed a 4-game sweep of Arizona last night to win the National League pennant and their first trip to the World Series. The Rockies have won 21 of their last 22 games. They'll play the winner of the Cleveland-Boston series, with the Indians leading 2-1. And check out who threw the first pitch out last night at last night's game in Cleveland. Yep, Al Roker. We're going to watch this. You got to see it again. I missed it. Oh, well, there were fireworks as a result. Bottom line, he got it over the plate, and I think Tim Russert would give him. There you go. Look at that. 2 thumbs up. Way to go, Al. Way to go.
Play. And now warming up in our bullpen, and I do mean bullpen.
That's right.
Al is back. Yeah. Look at you.
A little extra height on it, but it made its own play.
It was a little bit of a floater.
That's okay.
A little bit of a floater.
Was there a little spit on that ball, too?
Oh, yeah, a little bit of something. I was going to say a little pomade, but I don't use that. Nothing.
Were you nervous?
Oh, gosh, I was really nervous. I mean, I was going to say...
you could have made a fool of yourself.
Well,
Like Russert did when he threw out the first pitch. Oh, that's right. Okay.
I was afraid I was going to throw it like a girl, and that would be insulting to a lot of girls.
Meanwhile, they won, so have they called you for Game 4 tonight?
I'm ready to go in. I really
Good
am.
for you. That's cool.
Let's take a look. We were talking about Martin Savage's story about the deficits down in the southeast. Anniston, Alabama, 27 inches below normal rainfall. Atlanta, 16 inches. Norfolk, 13 inches below normal. This is extreme drought. The good news is, if there is a little bit of good news, we're looking at a system getting itself together in the Gulf Coast. By Wednesday, it will make its way onshore, bringing rain into the southeast. Some areas picking up about 1 to 2 inches along the coastal Gulf Coast. But again, inland, it's not going to really be that much. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
A beautiful shot this morning up toward Timberline Lodge as the sun comes up. Looks really, really nice out there, but the weather for today going to be going downhill just a little bit. We're talking about some showers across the region. You can see them on the satellite and radar loop, and those showers expected to push in here for today. There's your day planner. Showers possible for this morning. By this afternoon, though, some sun breaks actually expected, and highs mostly into the 50s. Your extended forecast, we've got a few more showers tomorrow, and then the potential for some heavy rain by Thursday and into Friday.
That's your latest weather.
Al, thanks. Get ready for Imus in the Morning. The controversial shock jock Don Imus will reportedly return to the airwaves in December, just months after he set off a firestorm for slandering a college women's basketball team. More now from NBC's Mike Tahibi.
So I watched the basketball game last night between a little bit of Rutgers and Tennessee.
When Don Imus aimed an offhand slur about hairstyles and promiscuity at female undergraduates whose only public identity was as athletes pursuing excellence, the blogosphere triggered a firestorm, and the shock radio icon tried the first of several apologies.
You can't make fun of everybody because some people don't deserve it.
But the fire wouldn't go out. There were protests and angry calls for his firing. Advertisers said they'd abandoned both his radio show and his MSNBC simulcast. And some of the political and media elite who helped turn his show into a modern-day salon called his remarks stupid, dumb, and racist. He insisted he was only trying to be funny.
And sometimes we go too far, and sometimes we go way too far.
But though he couldn't save his show, he spent the summer wresting millions from the radio employer who fired him and by planning his return. His prospective new home, WABC Radio in New York, morning drive time and a talk show lineup that includes Rush Limbaugh.
Returning to the airwaves in New York City is one thing, but industry observers say for the Imus gamble to pay off, he's going to have to approach his past success in national syndication.
His critics say Imus's on-air history, even before his slur last April, should disqualify him from returning at all.
I don't think that there's been any recognition on his part that he did anything wrong.
But Brooklyn minister Reverend Herbert Daughtry, also an outspoken critic but a believer in redemption, says he'll make it a point to tune in.
I would put some time into just seeing if, in fact, if there is a change.
It's a good guess that there are advertisers and once and perhaps future star guests wondering the same thing. For today, Mike Taibbi, NBC News, New York.
The Reverend Al Sharpton called for Imus to be fired last spring. Reverend Sharpton, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Imus was fired last April. Citadel Broadcasting CEO Fareed Suleiman, who reportedly is going to now rehire him, told the New York Times last week he didn't break the law. He's more than paid the price for what he did. Even the coach of the Rutgers basketball team, women's basketball team, has said he has every right to come back on the air. So what do you say? Has he been punished enough? Does he have a right to come back?
I think we have to see where the arrangements with Citadel are in terms of contracts, in terms of how there will be a safeguard against his continuing a pattern in his career.
What do you mean we have to see? You want to be part of that negotiation?
No, I think National Association of Black Journalists, who was the group of blacks in broadcast and print, are the ones that got my group, National Action Network, and others involved. They've asked to meet with Citadel. We'll see if that meeting occurs. I think that he insulted not only this basketball team, he assaulted all women and all blacks. And I don't think any broadcaster can put a timetable on somebody else's insult level. I think that it's clear if they are sincere.
But you're putting a timetable, aren't you?
No, I haven't put any timetable. We've always said he had a right to work, but the question is whether we have a right to say we're insulted and tell advertisers don't spend our money supporting people that offend us.
So if Citadel did not meet with these black journalists, are you saying you would recommend that the advertisers boycott the radio show?
If they don't meet, we can only assume that they have a reason not to be forthcoming, and that they are different than the broadcasters that stood up and said, wait a minute, we're not going to misuse our advertisers' dollars or our airways. Why wouldn't they meet? If Mr. Imus was sincere when he said several months ago he was sorry this is wrong, then why wouldn't they be forthcoming? They should be asking for the meeting if they were sincere.
Do you believe in redemption?
Oh, absolutely. But redemption comes with repentance, full disclosure. And we'll see if they're willing to fully disclose. We're at a very serious point in American history with hangman nooses all over the country. I'm testifying today before Congress about Gina. In the middle of that, to bring back a man who made an obvious racist and misogynist remark and said, we're not going to talk about it.
But he has apologized, and even the team accepted his apology.
If the apology is serious, then he would act in accord with his apology. If he and his new bosses don't, then one has to wonder, was the apology just another press release?
Is it possible that Imus going back on the air could be a very good thing in terms of race relations?
Especially if they start on the good foot, as James Brown used to say. But right now, they're flat-footed. They're not meeting with NABJ that we know of, and they're not answering questions. We can only ask why.
Reverend Sharpton, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And it is 7:19, and once again, here's Matt.
All right, Meredith, thanks. It's a big step in any relationship, spending time with your significant other's parents. And when your boyfriend's father is Prince Charles, you're going to get some attention. Now speculation is raging that Prince William and his girlfriend are getting ready to tie the knot. NBC's Keith Miller made his way across the pond. Keith, this has to be huge if we got you on a plane to talk about this.
Listen, it's going to even be more huge when they actually get married, which is actually no doubt that they will, and you'll all be going the opposite direction to London. Actually, royal watchers are saying that Kate is actually the one. That's based on Prince William's decision to reignite his romance with Kate Middleton and then invite her to hang out with the family. It may not be the most romantic way to rekindle a romance, but Kate Middleton's hunting weekend with Prince William and his father could be an important step on the way to a royal ring.
What's interesting about this particularly is obviously there's a total acceptance there from Prince Charles that she is, you know, his son's steady girlfriend, and that it will certainly impress William that she's been willing to, you know, go the whole hog, so to speak, and use the gun.
William and Kate are back together after breaking up in April this year. Careful at first not to be seen as a couple, Kate helped out behind the scenes at the Prince's memorial concert for Diana earlier this year. And there was a secret holiday in the Seychelles. But just recently, the couple were returning from a night out at their favorite club, this time in full view of the cameras.
It was that kind of breakup, I think, two people needing to take stock. And I think he knows now, you know, after 4 years, that she's completely trustworthy. And that would have also gained respect with the other members of the royal family.
All this fueling rumors of an engagement yet again. And though William has said he doesn't plan to get hitched for some years, Kate will need official protection if the relationship continues. And that can only happen once she has an engagement ring on her finger.
And I think really the message that would be coming from the Queen and Prince Philip would be, you know, make a decision and stick to it.
So that leaves the big question, when will we see the ring? It's not likely to happen soon, but British bookmakers say 5-2 this year, but all the smart money is on an engagement in February 2009. Matt, the odds 2-1 it'll happen then.
You have some money on that?
Not yet, but I will when I get back to London.
Yeah? All right, good. Keith, nice to have you here in person. Good to see you. And coming up in our next half hour, more trouble for O.J. Simpson. Two of his co-defendants in that alleged armed robbery in Las Vegas have agreed to plea deals. Their testimony could send Simpson to prison for life. We'll talk to one of them in an exclusive interview, but first, this is Today on NBC.
Reaction? No comments. No comments.
All new. What's your body trying to tell you?
Don't wait until something goes wrong.
The one woman I call for help is now here for you. Critical information that could save your life. Next, Oprah.
Today at 4 on News Channel 8.
And I won't call the media.
Every morning, News Channel 8 at Sunrise delivers.
We're hearing from embattled Idaho Senator Larry Craig this morning.
Advancing the story.
Well, Brenda, Senator Craig will head back to court today.
Every morning on News Channel 8 at Sunrise.
Developers and timber companies are funding millions in ads and attacks against Measure 49. The truth? Official records show many of these same people have development deals to build from 18 to 110 houses apiece, not homes for the grandkids or retirement. And and they don't admit that Measure 49 would allow them between 1 and 10 homes. Measure 49 protects property owners and farms, forests, and water from development where it doesn't belong. Yes on 49.
I can't live like this. I haven't felt like myself in months.
That's how I felt before I had my hysterectomy.
I can't be laid up for weeks.
You don't have to. I had my LSH 2 weeks ago.
What's an LSH? I've never heard of that.
Me neither, until I found out about the Pearl Women's Center. It's a less invasive hysterectomy. I was home the same day, and they made me feel so comfortable.
I just want my life back.
You have options. Contact the Pearl Women's Center today.
In the smallest gift lives a quiet spirit with the power to bring great joy. Spirit Mountain Community Fund, a proud tradition of giving back to our neighbors.
Let's get back to that image we showed you at the open of the show. This is a bonfire lit in Poland to mark the 2nd anniversary of the death of Pope John Paul II in the flames. Meredith, what do you see?
Well, I don't know what I see, but a lot of people believe that is an image of the Pope himself.
That's right.
If you look at that picture.
His right hand in a blessing from beyond the grave. This is aired on the Vatican News
Continuously,
Service.
I think. All day long they've been airing this. Yeah.
Exactly. Hundreds attended this ceremony. The guy who took the picture said he didn't realize what he had till he got home. Showed it to his family members who said,
whoa, we think you got the Pope there. We'll see, it's right.
We're going to have much more coming up right after these messages in your local news.
It's the Rose Petal Cottage.
Come on in.
Where her dreams have room to grow.
It's time to sleep now.
It's a place of her very own.
And my muffin is really yummy.
She can do things her way in the Rose Petal Cottage.
This can go here. This goes here.
Entertain her imagination.
Let's do laundry.
And a special friend or two.
Ta-da!
It's her place where her dreams have room to grow. The Rose Petal Cottage.
You can't stop menopause, but you can fight 7 signs of aging and the extra dry skin that goes with it. New Olay Total Effects Mature Skin Therapy. Intense moisture for skin that looks too young for menopause.
In order to give you more time to do the things you need to do, Beaverton Honda is now offering an Instant SOS to all of our customers. The Instant SOS is a Sanity one-sheet that has all of the information you need, including the price, payment, finance options, as well as information on your trade, and it's available within minutes of selecting your car. So if you have more important things to do than spending hours or days at a car dealership, and really, what isn't more important than spending hours or days at a car dealership? Come to Beaverton Honda on Canyon Road in downtown Beaverton today.
Measure 50 rewrites Oregon's constitution to increase the tobacco tax. It's supposed to help kids, but over 70% of the money doesn't even go to the Healthy Kids program. And 50 spends far more than it takes in. Its revenues will decline each year as people buy less, but 50's massive new spending nearly doubles in a few years, leaving a funding gap of over $200 million. They're targeting smokers today, but who pays more taxes tomorrow to cover 50's huge shortfall? Don't rewrite our constitution. No on Measure 50.
The always entertaining Faith Ford. Next Rage.
From Northwest News, Channel 8.
And good morning, everybody. I'm Russ Lewis. Right now out at Portland International Raceway, authorities are preparing for a major terrorism drill. It gets underway here in about an hour and a half. The Top Off 4 drill will test the limits of emergency responders in Oregon and Southwest Washington. They're hoping to learn lessons as they practice dealing with a mock radioactive dirty bomb. Let's check traffic this morning on a Tuesday. Here's Michael Condry.
It has been a busy Tuesday morning, Russ. Inbound I-84 still have problems with the crash block in the left-hand lane. This is down in the Hollywood district, right about 33rd Avenue. That has things absolutely jammed all the way back into the Gateway stretch. It has been a long, slow drive for the folks in from the east side most of the morning commute. Also had an earlier stall inbound on the Sunset up near Sylvan. That's clear, but boy, the Sunset Highway, it is jammed inbound right from about Murray Boulevard up over the top of Sylvan Hill. Joe Michaels has a look at your forecast.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Bit of a wet morning in some spots. You can see some of these showers stretching to the west and also to the south of Portland. Downtown Portland getting wet by about 8 o'clock. You can see, though, it is still dry, as I mentioned, 49 degrees in Portland. That system rolls through today with some of those passing showers. More rain likely for the rest of the week. Russ? Okay, Joe, thanks a lot. We're back here in 25 minutes this morning with more local news. We will see you then. I'm Russ Lewis. Have a good day.
Intoxicating, enchanting, impossibly rich. They may just be the area's only clothing optional rugs. Parker Furniture, raw materials for refined living. The Karastan event, timeless patterns reduced for a limited time. Going on now. Preview sale items at parker-furniture.com. Enjoy your day, sir. Ma'am? A little something for you? Here you go. And for you? Enjoy your day. Here you go. Enjoy.
Lottery games are based on chance and should be played for entertainment only, not investment purposes.
Serving Tyson 100% all-natural chicken. It's raised without antibiotics. When you're at the helm, I know you care enough to feed us only the best.
When you're not here, I make frozen waffles.
He does.
You may not get the thanks you deserve, but Tyson can make your job a little easier. New Tyson 100% all-natural fresh chicken, raised without antibiotics, so you can feel good about feeding your family.
7:30 now on a Tuesday morning. It's the 16th day of October, 2007. Kind of a nice one here in the Northeast. We're expecting temperatures up about 70 degrees. Nice sunshine. We like this kind of weather, as do these people gathered outside our studio this morning. We'll get outside and say hi to them in just a little while. Al's going to be out there in a few minutes. Meanwhile, inside Studio 1A, I'm Matt Lauer alongside Meredith Vieira. And coming up in just a couple of minutes, O.J. Simpson is getting squeezed. Two of his co-defendants in that alleged Las Vegas robbery case have agreed to plead guilty and testify against the football great. So what will they say about him? We're going to talk to one of those people in an exclusive interview coming up in just a couple of minutes.
And also ahead, dogs with an expiration date. There is a new website trying to save dogs in animal shelters, showing how long they have to live with a countdown clock. We'll get details on that and introduce you to some other pups who need good homes.
And a little later on, we're going to talk about 5 websites. You've probably never heard of these, but they could change your life. Everything from travel to your weight to your bottom line. We'll fill you in.
And someone else who could probably use a change in her life, Britney Spears. Last night, she turned herself into Los Angeles police on an old hit-and-run charge. It was all caught on tape by CelebTV.com. And, of course, it was a spectacle, paparazzi all around, watching the pop star surrender wearing a pink wig. And it all stems from an incident in August when her car clipped another one in a parking lot. The paparazzi caught her driving away without leaving a note.
And here we go again. Now to another high-profile suspect who's feeling the heat today, O.J. Simpson. 2 of his co-defendants are set to turn against him. The story now from NBC's George Lewis.
Robbery with use of a deadly weapon, 2 counts. Assault with use of a deadly weapon, 2 counts.
As a judge read the long list of possible charges facing Charles Cashmore, the longtime Vegas resident decided to make the safe bet and not try to beat the odds.
He'll be pleading guilty to accessory to commit robbery.
The alleged robbery took place last month at the Palace Station Hotel and Casino. Prosecutors say O.J. Simpson and 5 other men, including Cashmore, entered a hotel room to confront 2 sports memorabilia dealers about collectibles that Simpson claimed were his.
Will your client testify against the others?
Yes. Cashmore's attorney says his client didn't know a robbery was being planned, but that he saw everything.
Who went into the room, where they were, what was said in the room, who was frisking who had guns, who didn't have guns.
Is that acceptable?
One of the men who allegedly had a gun was Walter Alexander. Alexander also took a plea deal on Monday, and NBC News has learned he's prepared to testify it was Simpson who asked him to bring weapons.
Now the ante goes up.
Bucky Buchanan is a criminal defense attorney in Las Vegas. He says the Cashmore and Alexander testimony is the key to proving that a gun was used in the alleged robbery.
If one of his co-defendants had a gun, that's the same as putting that gun into O.J.'s hands. And O.J. would be then sentenced the same as if he had a gun.
As witnesses for the prosecution, Alexander and Cashmore may be saving themselves from serious prison time. But for Simpson, time may be running out on his own chance to make a deal. For today, George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Charles Cashmore is with his attorney, Edward Miley. Gentlemen, good morning to both of you.
Good morning, sir.
Charles, I understand you like to be called Chuck, so let me start there. Chuck, you went into this situation not knowing O.J. Simpson previously. So how did you get involved with this alleged civilian sting operation?
Well, yes, it's true. I did not know Mr. Simpson before that evening. A mutual friend of ours, I guess you could say, asked me if I wanted to go ahead and meet the gentleman after I'd had a job interview. And basically, that's where it was. I just met him over there, had a cocktail with him, and it went from there.
And you were asked then to somehow help them move some memorabilia. So it makes it sound like you thought this was just some kind of an errand. You had no idea they planned to take this stuff by force?
No, sir, I did not. Actually, I was just asked to help a friend get some of the stuff back, yes.
So when you get in this room, you, O.J. Simpson, and 4 other guys go in this room. The 2 memorabilia collectors are in there. This quickly turned more hostile. What was your first reaction?
Be honest with you, it was kind of a blur. It was quite surprising, the turn of events.
The big question here, there's all kinds of robbery charges floating around, all kinds of kidnapping charges floating around, but the real issue here is going to be the firearms used in this event. Talk to me about the guns. How many were there? Who had them?
To my recollection, what I saw, there were 2 individuals with guns. One of them was brandished, and the other one had it on his person.
All right, so the people would be Walter Alexander, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did he brandish the weapon or have it on his person?
He did have it on his person.
And Michael McClinton would have been the one then who actually took the gun out?
Correct.
So now here you are, a guy who claims, according to what you say, is that you were there just to run an errand. All of a sudden you see guns. So what was your reaction to this?
One of almost awe shock. I mean, at this point, I seemed to escalate a little higher than it should have. At that point in time, I really, you know, it's hard to think back to what had happened. But at that point in time, I was just basically in shock at that time.
So it ends in the hotel room. You're seen now. A released videotape shows you carrying a box in a hotel casino. You didn't turn yourself in until 6 days later. And I'll tell you why that is a little bit troubling, Chuck, is because you have a criminal record. If you're involved in a room where guns are being brandished or kept on somebody's person, you walk out with material and you've got a criminal record, shouldn't you go right to the police?
Well, you know, the answer to that question is, I mean, to me, they all seem to know each other by the conversation that went on, and I'm sure everybody's heard that on the tape. I actually thought it was just, you know, friends that would basically blow over.
Yeah, but again, in 1996, you plea bargained a felony theft charge, and you also had a case for embezzlement in Utah. You've just been involved in this thing that got out of control. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be. Shouldn't you have gone to the police?
Well, in hindsight, if I could just interject, in hindsight, I think he should have, and I think he admits that he should have. I think the reason why he didn't is he was hoping it was going to kind of blow over, since it was a kind of a strange factual scenario. But in hindsight, and actually what he pled to was an accomplice after the fact, essentially,
all right,
where he should have turned in.
Mr. Miley, while I have you here, let me ask you this. Doesn't it seem strange to you that we've got guys like Walter Alexander being offered plea deals, even though he was a guy carrying a weapon by all accounts, so that prosecutors can go after O.J. Simpson, who wasn't carrying a weapon by all accounts? Do you think that O.J. Simpson is being singled out here?
I don't think O.J. Simpson's necessarily being singled out. I think that Mr. Cashmore is expected to testify that Mr. Simpson told him to bring firearms. And I think that's one of the reasons why the district attorney's office was so interested in talking to Mr. Alexander.
There's a lot of time on the line here. Mr. Simpson could face life in prison if convicted on all these charges. Do you think that Mr. Cashmore's criminal past is going to damage his credibility in court?
Based on the fact it was a misdemeanor from 10 years ago, I don't think so. I hope not, but I don't think it's going to matter that much.
Charles Cashmore and Edward Miley. Gentlemen, thank you to both of you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's get a check of the weather now from Al Roker.
Matt, thanks a lot. We are out here. It's Cupcakes for a Cause. Now, what's the cause?
The cause is Cancer Care for Kids, a national program for kids affected by cancer.
And how do you find out where you get the cupcakes?
You go to cupcakesforacause.org and you can find a bakery near you that will be selling cupcakes for us this week.
For this whole week?
For this whole week.
In fact, our stage manager, Tara, said we had to do this segment. So there you go, Tara. Very nice. All right. Let's check your weather, shall we? See what's going on. And we'll show you afternoon temperatures, nice and toasty. 50s as you get into northern New England, if you like that as toast. Cold toast. 90s in southern Texas. 50s in the Pacific Northwest. 40s in the plains. Rest of the country, you can see we got rain around the western Great Lakes. Ohio River Valley, hopefully not affecting the Indians game tonight. Wet weather in the Pacific Northwest. Sunshine up and down the eastern seaboard. That's what's going on. How's that cupcake? I haven't started it yet. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
The OHSU tram cam, always a beautiful shot. Shortly after 7 o'clock this morning, you can see what we had on the tram cam. Looks pretty nice out there. The day planner for today, though, some showers definitely in your forecast, mainly for this morning. I think by this afternoon, we'll see some sun breaks into the picture, and the bulk of the showers will be out of here. A little bit cool, though, with highs today only in the 50s. That extended forecast. Some more showers tomorrow. Some heavy rainfall potentially for Thursday and Friday, but a bit of a drying trend by the end of the extended forecast.
A little dogfight going on here. That's what's going on. Now let's go back to Matt.
All right, we'll try to explain that. Coming up next, one website's dramatic countdown clock to help save the lives of dogs being kept in shelters. We're going to have that story and meet some pups who need homes right after this.
Okay, so I got 4th and Main blocked off. SWAT is in place. All right.
Okay, this is Lieutenant Dodge. Stop right there.
Stop right there.
Toys R Us lets kids imagine, play, and dream up their own worlds. The largest selection of Lego sets. The most baby dolls. Toys R Us. Time for childhood.
Tim, nobody ever asked me what I want to be when I grow up. Maybe it's your name. Richard? No, Smucker.
When your last name is Smucker and you live in Orville, everyone knows what you'll do when you grow up. You're going to make the world's best jam.
I love jam.
For 5 generations, with a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.
I'm so sorry. The critics hail Things We Lost in the Fire. Halle Berry's performance is truly moving. Gene Shalit proclaims Benicio del Toro shows why he is one of the finest screen actors of our time. Rated R starts this Friday.
Does this recline? Yep. Comfy?
Campbell's microwavable soup and hand soup. Good to go.
It's a lonely feeling. While the rest of the world is sleeping soundly, you've woken up in the middle of the night asking yourself,
Why am I up again?
That's why only Ambien CR has 2 layers of sleep relief. The first dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep fast. Plus, unlike other sleep aids, there's a second layer. It dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Sleepwalking and eating or driving while not fully awake with amnesia for the event have been reported. In rare cases, sleep aids may cause severe allergic reactions such as swelling of your tongue or throat or shortness of breath. If you experience any of these behaviors or reactions, contact your doctor immediately. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic and can be taken for as long as your prescriber recommends. However, like most sleep aids, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. Ask your prescriber about Ambien CR. Remember, CR for a good night's sleep from start to finish.
There's a bit of the bigger is better mentality in all of us. But what if we stopped saying make it bigger and started saying make it smarter? Introducing the Saturn Outlook crossover. With seating for 8, it's big. And with an EPA estimated 24 miles per gallon highway, it's also smart. Instead of supersized, maybe it's time for super right-sized. Just something to rethink about.
Most people think fiber is fiber. Well, it isn't.
Some fiber can actually make your sensitive system more sensitive. Only Citracel has smart fiber, the fiber you need without the fiber effects you don't. Citracel for a smarter stomach.
Back now at 7:42, it is a shocking figure. About 4 million dogs a year are put to sleep in this country, in part because animal shelters don't have the room to keep them. Now some people are taking a dramatic step to help man's best friend. Here's NBC's Lee Cowan.
Those puppy dog eyes and their power of persuasion. Even if you're not a dog person, those big chocolate browns can usually melt the hardest of hearts. And they are harder than ever to resist on this website, dogsindanger.com, because they all have an expiration date. There's Alfie, due to be euthanized next Tuesday. That's the same day Jake will be put down too. Little Pinky here has a little longer, but will likely be gone by Halloween.
There is a built-in sadness to the site.
Alex Alexanian is the co-founder of this canine countdown. He spent $500,000 of his own money to set up the site, figuring the approach would be so shocking, people would have to react.
As we shine this spotlight on this issue, that Americans will come forward and say, there has to be a better way.
The numbers are pretty hard to come by, but about a quarter of all the dogs, like Nora here, who end up coming to a shelter, never do get adopted. And about 50% of them are quietly euthanized. And it's the quietly euthanized part that bothered Alex the most.
Dogs in Danger really became, in our minds, the voice of the dogs that were dying.
Jessica Hine adopted Hunter off the site. She drove all the way from Chicago to St. Louis at 4 in the morning in order to get him before his date with death.
We were worried that we weren't going to be able to get him on time, so we sort of just packed the car and left and picked him up.
That tug-at-your-heartstrings approach, though, has some experts worried that impulse buys may not necessarily lead to permanent homes. Buying a dog off the internet is one big leap.
Make sure you know what you're getting. Make sure you have the resources to back it up once that little fuzzy thing is home.
We're made for each other.
One match made just in time, but there are plenty of tails still waiting to wag. For today, Lee Cowan, NBC News, Chicago.
And Brenda Bush is the co-founder of dogsindanger.com. Good morning to you, Brenda. You brought along a couple of your friends. Tell us about these two dogs.
Yeah, we have two dogs with us today from New York City Animal Care and Control. This is Alfred. He's a 3-year-old Cairn Terrier mix. And this is Findy. She's a 3-month-old Staffordshire Terrier, and they're both available for adoption at the CSC.
Now, do these dogs have a clock ticking with them as well? And
actually, the shelters control the information that's on our site. I'm not sure whether they've put these particular dogs on. They have so many dogs, but you can visit our site to see dogs that they have listed and these dogs as well.
I can understand the idea behind the site of wanting to alert people to just how many dogs are out there.
Right.
4 million a year that are euthanized, but it's highly emotional. Do you worry that people out of impulse then will go and get a dog for emotional reasons and then after a week or two say, I can't really handle this?
Well, you know, we hope that the shelters are doing their job and screening those people out. We don't want people to get on impulse if they're not prepared. But if the shelters are doing their job, they'll screen those people out. Some people call it guilt. We call it compassion. You know, and we believe that there are a lot of good loving homes out there for the dogs.
I'm sure there are a lot of loving homes and a lot of little kids who would love to have a dog. And this site might not be appropriate.
Yeah, you know, we've presented this painful topic as tastefully as we can, but it's not for kids, and parents should really use their judgment whether or not a child should visit the site.
And do you feel that that it's already making an impact? Have you seen it?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We've had shelters all across the country. I think he wants to go home with you.
I love it, but I think Matt's already claimed it. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's bad parenting. I'm sorry, honey. Should teach you. But it's already had an impact.
And shelters all across the country are reporting success stories.
Have you had any shelters who've said, you know what, it's not for us, we don't want to participate in this website?
We've been thrilled. We've been thrilled with the response from shelters. And we've got 150 shelters across the country participating. Unfortunately, a couple of large kill shelters across the country have been non-committal to this point. One shelter in particular, PACA in Philadelphia, has refused to participate. They claim that it's too cumbersome for them and that it doesn't really fit their model. And so even though their dogs are at risk of dying, thousands of dogs, they are not going to be listing their dogs.
And I'm sure if you could save even one dog, that for you it
it's
is worth
worth the
it.
effort.
Brenda Bush, thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Love your buddies. That one looks just like, Alfred looks just like my husband Richard. It's actually scary. Up next, sorry Richard, up next, 5 websites that could change your life. But first, this messages. Thank you.
This is the story of how the all-new Highlander with a center stow seat saved the Melton family from a total meltdown.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
In their old car, when Nicky had to exit the 3rd row in a hurry, he'd do a somersault over the seat, resulting in 173 kicks to his brother's nose, 196 elbows to the back of his sister's head, and 208 changes of underwear. But when the Meltons got an all-new Highlander with a center stow seat, all that changed. Run, Nicky, run.
Do you want to win the war on terror? Yes or no?
On November 9th, Robert Redford, Meryl Streep, and Tom Cruise in the film critics are saying is sure to be the most talked about movie of the year.
Yes or no?
Lions for Lambs. Rated R. November 9th.
Money should not sit around. It should be invested.
Right, like in a nice car.
I'm talking about something that could actually increase in value.
Well, a really nice car can increase in value.
Really?
Really?
I'd put it in Fidelity Mutual Funds. I'd pick 4- and 5-star funds.
And you can drive it.
You're not going to win this argument.
No matter what kind of investor you are, Fidelity can help you make a smart move. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Contact Fidelity for prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully.
Mario the locust. Androcococus. Staphylococcus.
Germs. Kids can't say them, but they sure can catch them from your bathroom cup.
Influenza. Ew. Sendodecomosalis.
Disposable Dixie cups can help save the day. And that's something kids can say.
Make it a Dixie Day!
Finding where you belong
We can make the world a better place.
is only a matter of time.
To the future!
From Walt Disney Pictures.
That was unexpected, as was that.
Meet the Robinsons. Own it on Disney DVD and in high def only on Blu-ray October 23rd.
This is what a healthcare crisis looks like to the American Cancer Society. People with cancer, but without insurance. Countless others with insurance, just not enough to cover something as devastating as cancer. We're making progress, but it's not enough if people don't have access to the care that could save their lives. Together, we can change that. Find out what we're doing and how you can help at cancer.org. This is the American Cancer Society.
How would you like an expert to teach you how to do the salsa for free? Or what about a little help taking off those extra pounds? You may be able to get all of that and more with just a click of your mouth. Catherine Sherrick, the executive producer of Time.com, is here with the scoop on 5 websites that we say could change your life. Catherine, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Are there trends out there and the kinds of... This is a great job, by the way. I like what you do. Are there trends that you're seeing in these websites?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that there are websites out there that can truly make your life easier.
Do they tend to be here one day and gone the next? I mean, is there a big turnover on places like this?
There's definitely turnover, but, you know, websites that work will stay.
Let's talk about the 5 we've chosen for today. And the first is called expertvillage.com. What does it do?
It's a how-to video site. Basically, experts out there in their fields go and put videos up like how to pass a driving test, or how to salsa, or how to tear a phone book in half by a kung fu master.
So if I want to learn how to change a faucet in my bathroom, I go on here and probably going to find some plumber who's put that kind of a video on there.
Exactly.
All right. And again, it's all free of charge.
Yes.
The next one is called lemonade.com. You said it's like an old-fashioned lemonade stand.
It's an old-fashioned lemonade stand in the virtual world. Basically, you go online and create a virtual stand, put products in that you recommend, and then add them to your social networking pages, Facebook, MySpace. Anyone buys from there, you get a percentage of the profit.
So you are now endorsing products, and you get a kickback on sales of those products.
That's right, yes.
What kind of products are being endorsed?
Anything from clothing to gadgets to anything out there. There's over 2 million products.
So it's good for the consumer because you're getting money. It's good for the companies because their products are getting exposure.
It's a win-win, yes.
AskSunday.com. Why'd you like this one?
Well, it's for people who would like to get their free time back. You get personal assistant help for $30 to $50 a month. You can ask people to book doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, babysitters, and we've even seen that, you know, they've asked people to search Craigslist for dates for certain people.
So it's like having a personal assistant and paying very little money. It's like $1 a task.
That's correct.
Not bad at all. Next one is fatsecret.com. Why'd you like this?
Well, it's no secret that there are billions of people out there who are looking to lose weight. Fat Secret is the place to go to learn about different diets and to also, you know, share your experiences, write journals about what you've been doing, share how much you've lost and see what other people
It's like a weight loss clearinghouse for all this kind of information and connects you to other people in the same situation. And finally, kayak.com, which is a travel site.
Yep, for us, tried and true travel site, the place to go to search airfares, cruises, any sort of package deals that you'd like. That's the site that we like to go to.
I think my favorite part of this segment, Catherine, is that I hadn't heard of any of these particular websites. So good job. We appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And still to come on today, a cheat sheet for parents, how to pick a tutor for your kids when they need a little extra help in school. That's right after your local news.
Parentheses have a place, but not on your face. Lose those lines with Juvederm.
Juvederm is an injectable gel your doctor uses to smooth out wrinkles. Like those lines on the sides of your nose and mouth, instantly. Side effects, usually mild to moderate, included temporary injection site reactions like redness, pain, firmness, swelling, or bumps. Smooth, natural. Everyone will notice, but no one will know. Ask your doctor about Juvederm.
A 4-year-old child is on the street.
It's all right, we're gonna find her, I promise.
Gone Baby Gone is a mesmerizing thriller, raves Rolling Stone.
No, wait.
Morgan Freeman and Ed Harris are outstanding.
It's all right, we're gonna bring her home.
Gone Baby Gone, rated R.
In today's luxury game, the question isn't whether or not your car has available features like a 40-gig hard drive. It isn't about sunroofs or Sapelli wood accents, pop-up nav screens, or any of that. No, the real question is, when you turn your car on, does it return the favor?
Need something? To find it locally, you need yellowpages.com.
If you have a history of smoking and breathing problems, it could be COPD, which includes chronic bronchitis, emphysema, or both. Discover Spiriva, the only once-daily inhaled maintenance prescription that treats both forms of COPD. Spiriva significantly improves lung function to help you breathe better for a full 24 hours, and it's not a steroid. Spiriva is not a rescue inhaler. Tell your doctor about your medicines, even eye drops, and illnesses like glaucoma and urinary or prostate problems. These may worsen with Spiriva. The most common side effect is dry mouth. Others include constipation and problems passing urine. In the event your breathing suddenly worsens, your throat or tongue swells, you get hives, vision changes, or eye pain, stop taking Spiriva and call your doctor. Spiriva is one of many treatment options to consider with your doctor. So make a habit of breathing better with Spiriva.
Typical Washington. Political games. Business as usual. Gridlock. Powerful insurance companies lobby to keep billions in excess Medicare payments that seriously threaten sure health care. If doctors are forced to downsize their practices and Medicare premiums rise even higher, how will you get the care you need? Tell your senators to support your interests, not special interests. Tell them no to increasing premiums, no to threatening your access to doctors.
In order to give you more time to do the things you need to do, Beaverton Honda is now offering an Instant SOS to all of our customers. The Instant SOS is a Sanity one-sheet that has all of the information you need, including the price, payment, finance options, as well as information on your trade, and it's available within minutes of selecting your car. So if you have more important things to do than spending hours or days at a car dealership, and really, what isn't more important than spending hours or days at a car dealership? Come to Beaverton Honda on Canyon Road in downtown Beaverton today.
News Channel 8, named Oregon's television station of the year for the 5th year running. From Northwest News Channel 8.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Russ Lewis, and for the first time, 76-year-old Doris Anderson is telling her story of survival after 13 days alone in the Oregon wilderness.
I was amazed. I think I was getting very weak by then, and they came just in time to save me.
The Sandy woman was dehydrated, had frostbite on both feet, had a hip injury. She was weak, but she was still alive and grateful to be found in the Wallowa Mountains. We'll hear more from Doris on the Today Show coming up here in just about 10 minutes. Right now, let's talk traffic with Michael Convery. Michael.
All right, thanks, Russ. Bad day to be on the Banfield inbound. Again, an accident blocking the left lane down in the Hollywood district, right about 37th Avenue. Been in place now for almost a full hour. Things are jammed all the way back to 102nd. The other big tie-up is coming in from the west side of town on the Sunset Highway due to some earlier trouble. It is a parking lot from the Tannisbourne area most of the way into downtown. Joe Michaels has better news from the Weather Center.
It doesn't look too bad out there right now, Michael. A few showers here and there, but not a bad shot from the OHSU tram cam. Still, you can see some of those showers pushing in from the west and from the south. And in general today, showers likely. That's the bottom line. And a bit of an extended stretch of wet weather as well. We're back with another local update in a half hour. The Today Show is back right after this commercial break.
Developers and timber companies are funding millions in ads and attacks against Measure 49. The truth? Official records show many of these same people have development deals to build from 18 to 110 houses apiece, not homes for the grandkids or retirement. And they don't admit that Measure 49 would allow them between 1 and 10 homes. Measure 49 protects property owners and farms, forests, and water from development where it doesn't belong. Yes on 49.
This is the story of how the 270 horsepower V6, versatile 3-row seating, available backup camera, and everything else in the bigger, more stylish Toyota Highlander hauled Mark, his brother Patrick, the kids, and their wave runners off to the lake with ease. The all-new Highlander starts at a great price. Now at your Toyota dealer.
Our commitment is to be everything to everyone looking for a good night's sleep.
We have the best prices from entry level to ultra luxury.
Inner springs, foam, air beds, latex, memory foam, or adjustable beds, no one beats our price, quality, service, or selection.
We challenge any dealer, anytime. Mattress World's hard-to-find locations will save you money.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
If we can't beat any price on any comparable mattress, then the mattress is free.
8 o'clock now on this Tuesday morning, October 16th, 2007. Beautiful fall day here in the big city, and an even nicer crowd out on the plaza this morning. I'm Meredith Vieira along with Matt Lauer and Al Worker. And coming up in this half hour, a grandmother with guts. Recently we told you about a 76-year-old woman who was lost in the Oregon wilderness for 2 weeks with no food, no water either. Some had given up hope, but she proved them wrong, and she is with us this morning for the first time ever to tell her story in just a few minutes. There she is, looking good.
Doris is a tough cookie.
Doris
There's no
is
question
tough.
about it.
Yeah.
Also this morning, if you have school-age children and they're having difficulty in school with their grades or their classes, should you get them a tutor? You see ads for companies all the time that promise they can improve your children's grades. Do you really need to go that route? And more importantly, how much should you spend on a tutor for your child? We're going to have advice on that front coming up as well.
Did you like American history growing up?
Very much. Loved it.
Good
Still
stuff.
love it, yeah.
Still, and there's so much more to learn. But in case you want to brush up on your history.
Because we keep making new history every day.
Exactly. In fact, yesterday.
Yes,
we made some. Well, we got a great book that you might want to check out.
Okay, but first we're going to go over to the news desk where Ann is standing by. Ann?
I am. Thanks a lot, you three. Good morning once again, everybody. In the news this morning, a suspected child predator accused of videotaping himself raping a 3-year-old girl is behind bars this morning. Police say Chester Stiles was arrested last night outside Las Vegas after being pulled over for driving a car without a license plate. He has been the subject of a nationwide manhunt for nearly 2 weeks. Officials at Heathrow Airport are investigating why 2 large passenger jets clipped wings last night while taxiing toward a runway. No no one was injured and passengers on both planes were safely evacuated. The head of the Federal Reserve warned on Monday that a deepening housing slump will likely be a significant drag on economic growth into next year. Ben Bernanke said the Fed would, quote, act as needed to keep the economy and inflation on an even keel. Filings Monday with the Federal Election Commission confirmed that Hillary Clinton has surpassed her closest Democratic rival, Barack Obama, in fundraising in the past 3 months. Clinton banked $35 million to Obama's $32 million. Much of northern Texas is trying to dry out this morning after heavy storms submerged roads, stranded cars, and knocked out power to tens of thousands of people. In Garland, 8 golfers had to be rescued when the course they were on quickly became flooded. Now, here's Brian Williams with what's coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News. Hey, Brian.
Hey, and coming up when we look for you tonight, they are drug-resistant superbugs. They're scary. They kill thousands of Americans every year. We're going to see why they're increasing, why some doctors are recommending a different course of treatment entirely. We'll have the latest research in our story. That and more tonight for Nightly News. And for now, back to you.
All right, great, Brian. Thanks so much. It is now 8:03. Let's now go back outside to... Hello, Meredith.
Hi.
It's me. Hello, Meredith.
Lenny's sister.
Are you? You're talking on the phone?
Yeah, she's saying, she's responding to all this.
Who are you, Mayor Giuliani? Were you taking phone calls in the middle of speeches
I gotta
here?
go. I'm on the air. Here's Lenny.
Let's get a check of the weather. Mr. Roker's down on the other side of the plaza. Al, any phone calls?
Real life, you know? It's fabulous. And we got some ladies here from Boise State. What's the mascot?
Broncos.
The Broncos.
Yeah.
Very nice. What are you guys doing in town?
We're visiting New York.
Oh, okay.
We want to see you.
The famous blue field.
You're home of the famous blue field. All right.
Smurf
The Smurf field. I did not know that. That's... Well, thanks.
Hi, Nettie Joe in Idaho.
Oh, Nettie Joe in Idaho. It rhymes. I like Nettie Joe in Idaho. Hey there, let's check your weather, see what else we can rhyme. In Cleveland, Ohio. Boise, Idaho. Showers and thunderstorms, low 60s. Hopefully they get out in time for that Indians-Red Sox game. Go Tribe. The time is now. Wet weather in the Pacific Northwest as well as Idaho. We've got sunshine up and down the eastern seaboard. Pacific Northwest kind of wet. Sunshine in the Rockies. 68 in Denver. Eat more cake. Is that a bakery where you live?
Yes,
Your bakery?
Yes,
Where's it
from
at?
Indiana.
You didn't bring any cake?
I know, it's
All right, they let them eat cake. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Our Vancouver Skycam, as the sun was coming up this morning, you can't really see the sun because we've got plenty of clouds streaming into the picture and a bit of an unsettled day once again today. You can see on the satellite loop one disturbance, that guy from yesterday, that one's pulling away, but another one already rolling in right in there, and because of it, we've got some morning showers definitely in your forecast. By later today, though, we'll start to dry things out as highs warm into the 50s. Your extended forecast still fairly wet, but by next week, we could dry things out.
Show me your grandchildren, you're on TV. All right, Matt.
All right, Al, thank you very much. When we come back, an incredible survivor, a 76-year-old woman who was injured and lost in the wilderness for 2 weeks. She made it out alive. Doris Anderson will talk to Meredith about that ordeal right after these messages.
Life with diabetes, it's about staying ahead. That's why my new meter is Contour. It has no coding for fewer steps, which means...
No slowing down.
So life is pretty good.
Let's go. Life with diabetes, it's about going for it. That's why my new Contour has all the stuff I need to get it done right in just 5 seconds.
The new Contour meter from Bayer is the most complete meter yet. It has all the features you need in just 5 seconds. So,
getting more just got easier.
Make your new meter the Contour meter from Bayer. That's easy accuracy. Answered by Bayer.
This Friday, Tim Burton's masterpiece is back.
Fantastic!
In 3D surreal, it's scary. Walt Disney Pictures presents The Nightmare Before Christmas, rated PG. Only in Disney Digital 3D. Limited 3-week engagement begins this Friday.
The trouble with dry skin is that it keeps coming back. Quench it with Olay Body Lotion. The boomerang cycle of dry skin stops with Quench.
Interest rates are going down. Visit LendingTree to consolidate your debt and lower your monthly payments. It's easy. Refinance today and let the leap work for you. LendingTree. When banks compete, you win.
Campbell's chicken noodle possibilities. Slurping noodles, always great. Goodness moms appreciate.
Great
taste with no artificial flavor. Campbell's Chicken Noodle Soup. Mmm, good.
Possibilities.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sky knows when it's time to snow. Don't need a teacher seed to grow. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
It's in your nature to care for others, to listen, to advise, to always be there. Isn't it nice that there's a pharmacy that cares as much as you do?
It's just another ordinary miracle today.
CVS Pharmacy, for all the ways you care.
That should do it. Enjoy your new shower.
Chill. Allergies, Mom. Oh, I'll get your medicine. Oh.
Now there's a better way to relieve kids' allergies anywhere. Introducing Children's Benadryl Perfect Measure, the first and only portable dispensers that each contain a pre-measured amount of Children's Benadryl. Just twist open to put the histamine-blocking power of Children's Benadryl to work on his sneezing and itchy, watery eyes.
Try one of mine? Thanks.
New Children's Benadryl Perfect Measure, the perfect measure for allergy relief.
Why are you looking at me? I told you not to do it.
Time to get your carpet cleaned? Call today about our $99 special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets carpet cleaner.
Back now at 8:09. It is nothing short of a miracle. The senior citizen who survived 14 days stranded in the Oregon wilderness, eating and drinking nothing but berries and creek water. The ordeal could have killed someone half her age, but somehow Doris Anderson survived. Rescuers found her last month in critical condition. We're going to talk to her in a moment, but first, her story from NBC's George Lewis.
Her ordeal lasted 2 weeks in the rugged backcountry of Oregon. And when 76-year-old Doris Anderson was found, rescuers, doctors, and her family were amazed that she managed to survive.
My first question was, where is she? I wanted to go get her and bring her home. We've been missing her so much.
Her brother-in-law, Bill Anderson, said after the 2 weeks had passed and after authorities had scaled back the search, he never expected to see Doris alive again.
I'd given up hope that she could have lived the first 3 days. But my wife always said, no, she's alive, and my wife was right.
On a hunting trip, Doris's husband, Harold, broke his wrist unloading an all-terrain vehicle. The couple tried to hike out for help, but became exhausted. Doris then turned back toward the ATV, but then fell, hurting her hip.
She was in the bottom of a ravine just off the road.
A hunting party found Harold Anderson, but there was no sign of his wife until 2 rescuers spotted her 13 days later. She was badly dehydrated, incoherent, and suffering from hypothermia, having made it through freezing nighttime temperatures with no heavy clothing.
She's alive. Here was my reaction. Praise God, she's alive.
After 5 weeks in an Oregon hospital and a rehabilitation center, Doris has promised her family no more hunting trips into the deep woods. For today, George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Doris and Harold Anderson, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Doris, it is hard to imagine that a month ago you were found in a ravine. You were incoherent, hypothermic, you had no shoes, they were missing, frostbitten feet. Your body temperature was 90 degrees at that point, and now here you are. I feel like I'm looking at a miracle. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine now, thank you. I think I am a miracle.
I think you are a miracle as well. Of that 14-day ordeal, what do you recall? How much of it?
Pardon me?
How much of the ordeal do you recall of those 14 days? What do you remember?
I remember being at the truck with my husband, and then things going wrong, and then I started out to find help because his arm was broken, and that's where all this turmoil began. I got lost somewhere and couldn't get back to where he was. So I just managed to survive out there. There's little creeks, so I drank water out of the creeks and found some berries. I ate berries and just wandered around trying to get back to where my husband was.
How were you able to keep your wits about you, Doris, as day after day? That must have been incredibly difficult, just emotionally, much less physically.
Well, I was scared, but I had to keep on going. I couldn't give up. I just kept moving, kept see if I could find where my husband was. And when I got thirsty, I drank, and there wasn't much out there to eat. So I began to get a little bit weak, but just kept going.
And I know, Harold, after a couple of weeks had gone by, authorities began to suspect that you might have something to do with your wife's disappearance. And you were actually questioned by authorities as well. So what was that like for you?
Well, I never been questioned like that before in my whole life. So I answered all the questions. And really, that's all I could do. And because of the questions I answered, I think that's the reason how they found where she was.
Well, you actually got angry,
So
didn't you, at the
they-
deputy sheriff? You said, come on, stop questioning me, go look for my wife. And the next day he did.
No, I never said that. Anyway, so one said one time, no, you didn't. You dumped her out and then drove off. And so I didn't get angry, but I said sometimes you answered all the questions. They don't believe you, so what's the use in answering any question? But that's their duty. We're just like brothers now, every one of those sheriffs. So I never ever forget any of them.
Well, I apologize, sir. That was what one of the accounts said. But whatever conversation you had, that they went off the next day. And Doris, they did find you because they saw ravens circling overhead, and they followed the ravens and found you. Are you amazed that they were able to find you after all that time? Because the search had been called off, the official search.
I was amazed. I think I was getting very weak by then, and they came just in time to save me. But I was kind of glad the ravens were there to draw their attention.
Oh, absolutely. And I know that your family, your daughters, you were found on a Thursday, and that Saturday, your daughters had planned a memorial service for you. They did not think you would be found. What was your reaction when you heard about that?
I wasn't too surprised because I'd been gone a long time, and I was weak, and they hadn't found me, so I wasn't surprised.
How much did faith play in all of this, Doris, for you and Harold?
Faith, everything. I have faith in God. I have faith in answered prayer. And I prayed, and others prayed for me. And I think that's the reason that I was found.
Well, your daughter also said, Doris, that she didn't realize until all of this happened just how strong a woman you truly are. Did you come away with the same feeling?
Yes, I feel like I'm strong now. I don't have any aches or pains or injuries, and I've gotten back most of my memory anyway, and I'm in good health. Even I went through that ordeal.
But no more hunting, right, Doris and Harold? You've decided no more?
No more hunting. No more hunting.
Harold?
Yeah, no more hunting. I'm spending my time with my wife till I'm gone from this earth.
Okay, well, we're so glad, Doris, that you are home safe and sound and on the road to hopefully a full recovery. Doris and Harold Anderson, thank you so much.
Thank you, Meredith.
And up next, finding the right tutor for your kids when you need a little extra help in school. But first, these messages.
It's the Rose Petal Cottage.
Come on in.
Where her dreams have room to grow.
It's time to sleep now.
It's a place of her very own.
And my muffin is really yummy.
She can do things her way in the Rose Petal Cottage.
This can go here. This goes here.
Entertain her imagination.
Let's do laundry.
And a special friend or two.
Ta-da!
It's her place where her dreams have room to grow. The Rose Petal Cottage.
Kids, we're going to visit the land of our ancestors.
Ireland?
No. Credit card miles expired. Think more distant relatives. This is great! Hey, it's me, Cousin Bob! Going down.
We gotta switch to Capital One.
Get Capital One's no-hassle rewards with no miles expiration, no earn caps, and no blackout dates.
See, kids, first class all the way. Something smells good.
Wow, this Subaru Tribeca has a great interior.
Award-winning, actually. Backup camera. It handles better than our car. But then again, it does have all-wheel drive standard, 256 horsepower engine, top safety pick award, DVD player, third-row seats, and 4 cargo area tie-down hooks.
I love it when you talk car.
The all-new Tribeca, starting at just $29,995.
Right now, lease the all-new 2008 Subaru Tribeca for only $319 per month.
Kill the cough. Halls with vapor action. Starts working in 10 seconds.
Their appearance is deceiving.
It's a robot.
Their presence is a mystery.
Why Earth? You take over the universe.
But today, their arrival on DVD will transform your world. Transformers. Own it on DVD and HD DVD today.
Yes, we're getting Billy a DOG.
I'm getting a dog.
Welcome to the WizKid PC Learning System, designed to make learning fun. Your child can play on the go or on their computer.
That's right.
And WizKid has lots of activities from reading to math and other early learning skills. WizKid even gets your child safely on the WizKid website. With WizKid, it's easy to learn because the learning is fun.
Okay, Max, listen. S-I-T. It means sit.
WizKid from VTech.
Don't miss Sears Days for the best time to buy. Find the lowest prices of the season on great items like our Craftsman 245-piece mechanics tool set, $80 off. Stock up on classic Elements turtlenecks, now only $6.99. Save $30 on great Covington boots for fall. Plus, save on luxurious Grace bath towels, now only $4.99. Savings this big only happen twice a year. At Sears Days. Sears, where it begins.
See what everyone's raving about. Book a Royal Caribbean cruise today and get out there.
Today's Consumer Smarts is brought to you by Bank of America, Bank of Opportunity.
This morning on today's Consumer Smarts, we're talking about tutors for your kids. How do you find the right one if your kids need a little extra help in school? Today's consumer correspondent and iVillage contributor, Janice Lieberman, did her homework on the billion-dollar tutoring industry. Hey, Janice, good morning.
It
$1 billion.
is exploding.
Wow.
You see all the commercials all the time. Kids crying that they're failing in school. The ads try to reassure you that their tutoring program will put your child back on track. But how much do you really need to spend to raise your child's grades?
Another bad report card? I hate school. We grounded you, got tutors. You think I want to fail?
Does this sound familiar? It's a common cry in many households, and a need tutoring services are cashing in on.
Huntington Learning Center.
The Education Industry Association says parents spend $3 to $5 billion a year on tutors for their children. But not all tutors offer equal services. Bonnie Swerdloff hired a private tutor for her son, who was 8 at the time, and failing math.
I'm not always happy with the tutors that I've used. On one occasion, I had a woman come in who couldn't solve any of the problems.
Bonnie took control of the situation and taught her son herself. But other parents pay hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on tutoring services that claim they can hike their children's grades. But do you really need to spend a lot to get a good quality teacher?
You really want a tutor who is, number one, experienced, but also has experience in that particular subject area. The second thing that's critical is he's got to be able to relate to your child. And the third thing is costs can go from $10 an hour to $250 an hour, weigh whether or not is this going to really benefit my child.
Since the No Child Left Behind law was enacted in 2002, the focus on a child's education has created a boom in the tutoring industry. While tutoring services can boost your child's education, there's very little research to determine which company is better than another.
What you want is to make sure, above all else, the tutoring is tailored to your child's needs. Whoever, from the kid next door to the fancy center, who's going to do that best is where you end up in that avenue.
Now, with Bonnie's son about to enter college, she decided it was worth spending $175 an hour for a highly trained professional to help her son with his ACTs.
I'd like you to keep practicing.
We'll pay what needs to be paid in order to get the job done and to do the best we can by him.
But don't get scared. You don't have to go that high to get good tutoring help. Some teachers supplement their income by doing it on the side. There's also chain tutoring companies like Kumon, Sylvan, Huntington, and Score, where children come to a center to learn. You can expect to pay up to $250 for an initial diagnosis and then an hourly rate of $25 to $75. The sessions are not normally one-on-one. They are in a group setting.
Our mission and our philosophy is at SCORE is that when children love to learn, they'll learn.
Children don't feel like they're actually getting tutored. They actually feel like they're getting rewarded for learning.
I like basketball shots, climber, and my math.
If that's too costly, you can try online tutoring.
We have another example that
Rochelle Foley used the tutorial channel when her daughters were having trouble with math.
Cost was a factor. That's why we chose Math Made Easy. It was very affordable for our family.
Online, you were able to communicate with the actual tutor at a convenient time for you.
You have a notepad where you can draw out your problems, and your tutor talks to you online and draws out the responses back to how you can work on them.
Both of her girls have improved tremendously.
Students, wherever they may be, in remote areas, in urban areas, can all access the top-notch professional tutors at a reasonable cost.
The price? $300 for 6 months of tutoring, including support DVDs. And if you can't afford to pay any money for a tutor, don't give up. Community centers like the East Harlem Tutorial Program may be your answer.
Actually, it's free. A child can come in, sign up, start tutoring almost immediately, and there is no fee to the parent. All of our staff has masters in education, taught in the school system, and are very invested in making sure that every child gets individualized attention.
Before you go ahead and sign up for any tutor, you should really meet with your child's teacher. It may be an emotional problem your child is having, like social problems in school or a move to a new school. So before you sign up for a service, evaluate what's really going on here before you spend all your money.
What about expectations? If a parent thinks your kid's going to go with a tutor from a D student to valedictorian, you're probably going to be disappointed, right?
We all want our kids to get into Harvard, but let's be realistic. If they can move up one level from a D to a C, they're making progress. So don't put too much on the tutor or your child. If you can make a little headway, you're winning.
All right, Janice, thanks very much. Jake Gyllenhaal joins us after your local news. Yeah.
Senator Larry Craig.
You walked into that bathroom. 6 minutes later, you were under arrest.
The Matt Lauer interview. Tonight, 8/7 Central on NBC.
You've got a big project you need printed in color, but you've got a black and white budget.
Don't you worry about a thing.
The UPS store can help. And right now, we're helping you out even more with our 35-cent color copy sale. You'll get color copies that will make a big impression without denting your bottom line. So hurry into the 35-cent color copy sale today.
Don't you worry about a thing.
The UPS store, the place for 35-cent color copies and a whole lot more.
If Measure 49 passes, I'll be losing my retirement savings.
We'll lose the value of our property, my retirement money.
It'll be a hardship on my family and a lot of families in Oregon.
Over 7,500 families will have their property rights taken immediately. It could happen to your family.
We'll lose everything.
We'll lose everything we have.
And to me, if you're paying taxes and you bought the land, it's your land.
Please vote no on Measure 49.
Vote no.
It's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
HealthNet of Oregon, a better decision.
From Northwest News, Channel 8.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Russ Lewis along with James Ray. And this morning, Portland will become ground zero in the nation's largest counterterrorism exercise of all time. It's called Top Off for top officials. And the goal is to test emergency services in a worst-case scenario. It's happening out at Portland International Raceway. Let's take a final look at the morning drive. Here's Michael Convery.
It has been a rough go for the folks on the east side of town. Good news, earlier accident down in the Hollywood district is clear, but I-84 here all the way back at 102nd. In fact, that tie-up starts all the way back near the Park Rose Water Tower trying to get down on I-84 westbound this morning. Sunset Highway inbound is also still pretty slow from 185th Avenue most of the way into downtown, again due in part to some earlier trouble. Joe Michaels has a look at your forecast.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Bit of an unsettled forecast expected today out toward Pacific City. You can see the clouds, and it's 56 degrees. Here's our disturbance pushing in through for your Tuesday. So we got the showers, a little bit chilly as well, and the extended forecast will stay unsettled. Let's go back to you.
All right, Joe, thanks very much. We're back here in 25 minutes this morning. We'll have more local news, including a weather update. We'll see you then. For James Ray, I'm Russ Lewis. Have a good day.
All new. What's your body trying to tell you?
Don't wait until something goes wrong.
The one woman I call for help is now here for you. Critical information that could save your life. Next, Oprah.
Today at 4 on News Channel 8.
It's one of the largest Northwest RV shows of the year inside the event center. This Thursday through Sunday only. Every RV has been seriously discounted. Come and see the entire lineup of exclusive RVs that are only available at this show. Fleetwood Class Cs with a full body paint starting at only $468 a month. Thor travel trailers starting at only $1118 a month. Don't miss one of the largest Northwest RV shows of the year inside the event center at the fairgrounds this Thursday through Sunday only.
Presenting the agile Audi Q7, built to save us all from the 18-point turn. Learn the truth about SUVs. Visit your local Audi dealer today.
There are choices we make in our daily lives that impact the health of our planet. Something most people don't realize is that natural gas is one of them. By using high-efficiency natural gas appliances instead of electric, Oregonians are reducing their home's greenhouse gas emissions by an average of 20%. So now that you have a choice, what will you do?
Tonight, Jay's All New with Reese Witherspoon and street psychic Steve Sharippa.
You're from Holland. Really?
Yeah, really. All right. Then on Conan, Jake Gyllenhaal. All new tonight.
Don't know much about
history. The real question. Back now at 8:30 on a Tuesday morning. It's the 16th day of October 2007. Take a gander at the nice people out in our crowd this morning enjoying unseasonably warm temperatures here.
Summer again.
In New York, it's going up into the 70s today. We're liking it. I'm Matt Lauer along with Meredith Vieira, Al Roker, and Ann Curry. And coming up in this half hour, we're going to talk about American history. You good at it?
I'd like to.
Yeah, pretty good. You probably know who the first president of the United States was. Probably good. And can probably name the last 5. But do you know why the Marshall Plan was significant? Do you know why Brown versus the Board of Education was significant? Do you know who said the famous quote, Matt, you're glib? All of these things part of American history.
Yogi Berra.
We're going to talk to the authors of a new book. It's great. It's called The Intellectual Devotional. It's a great way to kind of boost your knowledge, remind you of what you may have forgotten about American history.
Okay, and then a fine young actor, Jake Gyllenhaal, is here. He's already got an Academy Award nomination to his name. And now he's out with a star-studded political thriller that's very timely these days.
It's called Rendition. We're going to talk to him about the movie in just a moment. I had the chance to see it. It's so powerful, really terrific.
Isn't Meryl Streep in that
Meryl
also?
Streep is in it, yeah. She plays the head of the terrorism unit for the CIA.
Yeah.
She's
Very
terrific.
It's
But
getting
he
great
is
reviews.
great. Yeah.
All right, and then a little bit later on, quick, delicious, healthy meals in 30 minutes. Do you think it's impossible? I say no! And so does Lydia Bastianich. She is going to be showing us how to cook with some of the delicious... That's right. And that's, it's very, that red wine, very, very healthy. And of course, to have red wine from the Bastianich vineyard, even healthier.
That's my segment, so that's my wine.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Also talking about, speaking on in the healthy theme, about what substitutes you can sort of, have if you're having a craving that aren't going to bust your diet.
Oh, cool.
So, there you go.
All right.
I don't need to be told.
Do you have a check of the wet?
I do have a check.
Fast pitch rope.
That's me, baby. Over the plate, a floater. Let's check it out. Show you what's going on for today. Rain around the Great Lakes could have some problems for the night's Indians-Red Sox game. Rain in the Pacific Northwest with some winds there. Fog in Southern California. Some showers around the Great Lakes. Tomorrow, a strong risk of heavy thunderstorms. Texas on into Iowa. Mountain snows in the Pacific Northwest. Mild here in the Northeast. And sunshine along the southeastern Atlantic states. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
A beautiful shot of the sunrise up at Timberline Lodge this morning. Really just a gorgeous, gorgeous picture. Good morning, everybody. If you like the sunshine, you will be in luck by later today because we're talking about some afternoon sun breaks. For this morning, though, we're going to be tracking some showers, some passing showers for the morning hours, and temperatures slowly warming into the 50s. Your extended forecast. By the end of the week, we could be tracking heavy tropical rains into the picture for Thursday and into Friday. But we could actually dry things out by the start of next week.
And that's your latest weather.
Remember who Cy Young was?
Oh, yes, I do.
Famous award in his name for the best pitcher in baseball. There's Roker's first pitch at the Cleveland Indian Red Sox game last night. It got there.
It got there.
That's all I can say.
Didn't bounce it like Russer.
Speed isn't everything. Good job, pal. When we come back, Jake Gyllenhaal sits down and talks to Meredith. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Providence Wellness Watch on health symptoms you should not ignore. One is unintended weight loss.
That's a symptom that I think a lot of patients aren't aware of. The real concern is cancer. What we'll do is update all your screenings to make sure that there's not another cause for the weight loss. Shortness of breath is another symptom as they age and they realize, oh, I'm getting more winded than I did when I was 18, and that's pretty normal. It's not the shortness of breath that comes on slowly, but anytime you get shortness of breath that comes on suddenly, you should definitely get evaluated.
Another symptom is hot, red, or swollen joints.
The main concern would be gout or rheumatoid arthritis. That's something you come in and get evaluated on a routine basis. Any skin lesion that is changing or worsening in appearance, we always are concerned about melanoma, cancer of the skin, and should be evaluated by your primary physician.
At Providence Medical Group, your health matters. For information on a clinic near you, visit providence.org/PMG. Drive the sporty, fuel-efficient Audi A4. Visit your local Audi dealer today.
Developers and timber companies are funding millions in ads and attacks against Measure 49. The truth? Official records show many of these same people have development deals to build from 18 to 110 houses apiece, not homes for the grandkids or retirement. And they don't admit that Measure 49 would allow them between 1 and 10 homes. Measure 49 protects property owners and farms, forests, and water from development where it doesn't belong. Yes on 49.
Today's entertainment is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com.
Oscar nominee Jake Gyllenhaal is no stranger to tackling hot-button issues in his work. And now his new movie wades right into the war on terror. It's called Rendition, which is the practice of sending foreign nationals deemed a threat to national security to secret overseas prisons for detention and interrogation. Jake Gyllenhaal plays a CIA analyst forced to reassess his work after witnessing one of those interrogations. Jake Gyllenhaal, good morning to you. Before I get to the movie, we were sitting here in the commercial break, and you said to me quite specifically that Al Roker should never throw out another ball at a baseball game. Explain yourself.
Just not at a Sox game. Just not at a Sox game, please. Just for a little while, because it wasn't very good luck last night.
No, and that's your team, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
all right.
I beg of Al just not to throw out.
So you personally blame Al for the fact that the Sox.
gotta blame somebody. So.
Well, that's good enough. There he goes, poor thing.
No, maybe actually added those two runs in there. Maybe that was what he did. So
let me talk to you about the movie because it is so powerful. I had the opportunity to see it. Did you know much about this? I don't talk about the movie Rendition, but just this whole notion, this rendition.
I did, yeah. I mean, I knew about it kind of peripherally. I knew about it because I spend time reading the newspaper inside, which is where most of the articles about it were before I read the script about it. And then when I did the movie, I ended up, learning a ton about it.
And you play a CIA analyst in the movie, as we said before, and you witness an interrogation, quote unquote, in North Africa that you begin to realize it's more than that. You have a conversation with the head of the terrorism unit in the CIA, which is played by Meryl Streep, a brilliant performance. I'm going to show a little bit of that conversation, and then we'll talk on the other end.
I don't think that he has any helpful information.
Really? Well, I'm told otherwise.
I understand that.
Is your opinion shared by Mr. Falwell?
Mr. Falwell doesn't care if he gets information. He'll just keep trying to get information.
She's incredible.
She truly is incredible, and she represents somebody who believes that if you have to, she would clearly say it's not torture, but if you have to interrogate somebody to save many, many lives, it's worth it. You've come to the realization in the movie that this is torture that's going on. So what is the statement that the movie's trying to make here about rendition?
Well, I think most importantly, I think on a human level, I think the movie is saying that torture is wrong. But I think that on a political level, on a social level, I think it's vying with both sides, which is, Peter Sarsgaard has a moment in the movie where he meets Meryl Streep's character, and he says to her, you may be torturing a man who's innocent. And she says, well, 5,000 people are alive in central London tonight because of information that we elicited just this way. So the issue between, torturing one person and losing thousands of lives is always at stake throughout the movie. But I think as you watch, what happens to the man who's abducted, I think you start to realize that this form of interrogation it doesn't work.
Is it important for you as an actor to be in movies that have a message?
It's very important for me to be in movies that don't have a message. I think
that don't have a message.
Yeah, I mean, I think messages tend to be a little preachy, and I don't think that's what movies are about. It's important to me to be in movies that have a human level, have something that have a heart in them, and that's the reason why I did this. And it just so happens to be really topical. And this political issue, is a very important one right now that I think, as Americans, we need to look at.
Talk about movies with a heart. Brokeback Mountain. Did you have any idea when you were making that what you were sitting on, so to speak? I probably shouldn't use that term. Wow. Actually, I apologize. But I mean, you know what I mean? You make this movie and then, wow. I'm sorry, Jake.
It's very well put, Meredith. I think we didn't have any idea of the sort of phenomenon that it would become. I mean,
nobody did,
yeah.
Right? But it touched everybody, which is so amazing about that movie.
Well, that's what I mean by not having a message. I mean, it ended up having a very political, very interesting, moving message, but inside of it, and the reason why I think all of us wanted to do it as artists was because of, the heart that's in it, that I think everybody responded to. So I feel the same way about this film. It seems like it's very political, it seems like there's a message in it, but ultimately there's a real story about human beings dealing with actual human things.
And I understand when you're not making movies, you and Lance Armstrong are on bikes together all the time?
That's all I do. Whenever I'm not making a movie, in fact, I have to go now because Lance and I are going to go ride.
Oh, I've heard you're best buds.
He's a good friend of mine, yeah. And we do ride together and exercise and stuff like that, yeah.
And are you on a little break now or working on another film?
I'm about to start another movie, a movie called Brothers with Jim Sheridan and Tobey Maguire and Natalie Portman, so
And no message, just heart.
Just heart. Maybe it will end up with a message, which would be nice too.
All right,
Yeah.
Jake, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Congratulations on the movie as well.
Thank you so much.
And Rendition opens Friday. It's really terrific. And on Thursday, Jake's co-star Reese Witherspoon will be here. Up next, a crash course in American history. But first, This Is Today on NBC.
In order to give you more time to do the things you need to do, Beaverton Honda is now offering an Instant SOS to all of our customers. The Instant SOS is a Sanity one-sheet that has all of the information you need, including the price, payment, finance options, as well as information on your trade, and it's available within minutes of selecting your car. So if you have more important things to do than spending hours or days at a car dealership, and really, what isn't more important than spending hours or days at a car dealership? Come to Beaverton Honda on Canyon Road in downtown Beaverton today.
Of these 50 kids, tobacco companies will convince 27 to smoke. 23 will become addicted, and 8 will die from smoking. That's why tobacco companies are spending $10 million to confuse voters about Measure 50. 50 denies them young smokers to replace smokers who die, funds health care for over 100,000 uninsured kids, and protects the money in the Constitution. So lobbyists and politicians can't spend it on anything but health care. Vote yes on 50.
He would call me his little brown-eyed, bright-eyed baby. He even made up a song about it. You're my little brown-eyed, bright-eyed baby. You're my little brown-eyed, bright-eyed girl. You're my little brown-eyed, bright-eyed baby. And your daddy loves you so.
If your Pap test is normal, you don't have to worry about cervical cancer, right?
Right.
Right, of course. Wrong. A Pap isn't enough. There's another test, the HPV test.
Almost all cervical cancers are caused by a virus,
The human papillomavirus.
and only an HPV test can directly detect the virus. Really? Why didn't I know that?
Now you know.
And everyone we know should know.
Absolutely.
The Digene HPV test. Take the test, not the risk. Must be used along with the PAP and is approved for screening women 30 and over.
Did you sleep through your American history class? If so, Josh Mankiewicz is about to tell you you're not alone.
I have a dream. Ask what you can do for your country.
The United States is about 231 years old. That's a lot of history, and it turns out it's a little too much for some people.
What happened in 1776?
I have no clue.
Who wrote Poor Richard's Almanac?
Can't help you there.
Who wrote Poor Richard's Almanac?
I can't remember that one.
Who wrote Poor Richard's Almanac?
Bill Clinton.
Whose picture's on the $100 bill?
Benjamin Franklin.
Who wrote Poor Richard's Almanac?
Still don't remember it.
It's hard to remember all those founding fathers, let alone what they said.
Who said these are the times that try men's souls?
I have no idea.
Who said give me liberty or give me death?
Lincoln.
Who said oops, I did it again?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Oh, Britney Spears.
Poor girl.
Britney Spears.
For the record, the first quote was Thomas Paine, the second Patrick Henry. And more recent history doesn't do much better.
What was the Marshall Plan designed to rebuild?
A bridge.
The Marshall Islands. I don't
Marshall Islands.
Are you kidding?
I am kidding.
Am I right?
No.
The Marshall Plan was designed to rebuild Europe after World War II.
Ding, 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 ding. Very good.
That was the high point.
How many members of the United States Senate?
27.
27.
27.
12.
Correct answer.
Would have to be 100 because it's 2 per state.
You'd be surprised how many people think it's 27.
Orville and Wilbur Wright gave us mechanized flight. Over the years, we gave them new identities.
What are the first names of the Wright brothers?
Orville and Nate.
Steve and...
Steve and...
Josh.
Steve and Josh.
John.
John.
Alfred.
And Alfred.
From first in flight to first on the moon in 1969, or was it earlier?
What year did we land on the moon?
1943.
So, right during World War II.
Yes.
What's the name of the first man to walk on the moon?
Lance Armstrong.
Try Neil Armstrong.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
It's one of the great lines of U.S. history. At least it was. Who said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall?
David Hasselhoff.
I think we're done. For today, Josh Mankiewicz, NBC News, Los Angeles.
So would you have done any better? Well, help has arrived. Noah Oppenheim and David Kidder have released their second book. It's called The Intellectual Devotional American History. It's designed to tell you all you need to know about the U.S. in easy-to-digest, once-a-day nuggets. And full disclosure, we should mention that Noah used to be a producer here on the Today Show. Oh, you're still a producer here? Got so many other projects, I'm not sure. Nice to see you guys. Welcome back. So remind people of the concept of how you put this together, how you decided on what's in this book, and perhaps more importantly, what's left out of the book.
Well, this book tries to capture a lifetime of learning with 5 minutes a day commitments to reading. So you can begin or end your day with 5-minute quick segment of reading and hopefully capture the majority of information that you might learn American history.
Begin or end your day much in the way that people used to use or still use devotionals. You keep it by the side of your bed, and you've got for each day of the week you cover a different topic. How'd you decide on these?
Exactly. Well, we basically divided up into 7 different categories to give you a variety of ways to look at American history, whether you're looking at business history, political history, military history. And then in terms of the topics, we work with some great people. A guy is a professor at Connecticut College, a researcher, Alan Wierzbicki, who studied this stuff at Harvard.
So in other words, you say, look, when it comes to politics, you talk to an expert. What must we include? What are the keys to American history when it comes to politics?
It's what are the things that if you had to, what are the highlights of history that everyone should know?
You're releasing this book, as I mentioned, your second. The first one was very popular. It became a bestseller. Were you surprised at how that took off?
Well, Noah and I are a bit pathologically optimistic, so not at all, no. But, this, millions of people, start their days with devotional, spiritual, meditative. So this format is very common, but the content is new.
And again, this is from soup to nuts here. Abraham Lincoln. I'm surprised you put Abraham Lincoln in there because I thought most people would know about Abraham Lincoln.
He barely made the cut. Well, the thing is that there's things about all these people that we forget. Yeah, everyone knows who Abraham Lincoln was, generally speaking, but you want to fill in some of the details and remind people why he matters.
So there's a page about Malcolm X. Wall Street.
Wall Street started off under a tree down in lower Manhattan, people trading 5 equities. Now it's the financial capital of the world.
Part of American history, Sears Roebuck.
Mail order catalog. People used to be able to order an entire house out of the Sears Roebuck catalog. It's what helped build the American West. It then became a department store.
You remind people about Brown versus Board of Education. Clearly a landmark decision.
Landmark ruling in civil rights.
And Mormonism is included. These are I picked a handful at random here.
We're covering, like I said, business history, social history, religious history. Mormonism, obviously a big topic now with Mitt Romney running for president. A lot of people don't know what the history of Mormonism is in this country.
And I guess, you've both said that you can tell a lot about a person. Some people say by their shoes, by their haircut. Yeah. You say by what book is alongside their bed.
Yeah. Clearly, people have often said, you can tell by their library, but this is a great item to have next to your bed and, renew your mind every day.
Well, again, the book is called The Intellectual Devotional. It should be No One Needs a Summer House, but we're going to call it Revive Your Mind, Complete Your Education, and Converse Confidently About Our Nation's Past. David and Noah, nice to have you guys here. Good luck with it.
Thanks for having us.
And if you'd like to read an excerpt and take an interactive American history quiz, you can just go to our website at todayshow.com. Or if you're a parent and you need to help your kids with American history, you can get some tips on how to do it at iVillage.com. Up next, a fall feast you can create in a half hour. But first, this is Today on NBC. We did so much we ran out of music there for a second.
Experience one of the most unique museums in the country. It's interactive, inspiring, and just a short drive from Portland. The Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum. Dream to fly. The ultimate movie experience. Evergreen IMAX Theater. Now playing Sea Monsters 3D, a prehistoric adventure.
I've never seen a movie that incredible. I thought it was fantastic.
Ancient marine reptiles come to life on the big screen in 3D. Visit sprucegoose.org for listings.
I think I'll grab some lunch. Okay. What?
No time for lunch? Try a deli creation sandwich from Oscar Mayer. Everything you need packed fresh. A bakery roll, oven roasted ham, sharp cheddar, Dijon and mayo to create a delicious sandwich in a microwave minute. Oscar Mayer Deli Creations. The hot and melty moments you deserve for the love of lunch.
At Town & Country Chrysler Jeep, menu value pricing is back. MVP takes the guesswork out of buying your new Chrysler Chrysler or Jeep, you'll receive the invoice document with our menu price so you can make an informed decision. It's hassle-free. You've done your research. With TNC's menu value pricing, you'll know and never have to guess. Check out the great vehicles and incentives, plus menu value pricing at Town & Country Chrysler Jeep in Milwaukee. You most definitely will drive home happy.
Today's Kitchen is brought to you by Sears, where it begins.
This morning in Today's Kitchen, a delicious meal for your family that you can whip up in 30 minutes. Noted Italian chef Lydia Bastianich, the author of Lydia's Italy, can do it using the best available vegetables of the season. Lydia, good morning to you.
Good morning,
Talk about a timely segment. In the New York Times this morning, it says that families that have meals together are less likely to eat junk food, and kids who regularly sit down to a family meal are at lower risk for behaviors like smoking and drug and alcohol abuse. So the family meal is real important.
It is extremely important. That's what I've been preaching all these years. Not preaching, it's the Italian way.
It is the Italian way.
Yes,
But you know, a lot of modern families, we feel we don't have enough time to whip up a meal. So you're going to show us how in 30 minutes
Listen,
we can cook a healthy
I have some
meal.
onions here,
Yes.
some squash, just because it's the season for squash. Use what's in
Okay.
season. Help me out. Put a little bit of
all of it?
cauliflower, yeah, all of it. And you get this
Oh,
nice
that
and
smells so good.
caramelized. A little bit of salt.
A pinch?
A pinch of salt.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little pepperoncino.
This is pepperoncino?
Yeah, that's too much. Just a little bit.
Oh,
yeah. This is hot stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, doing well. And we'll put in some capers.
Okay, just a little bit of that too? Or?
Right. Yeah, as much as you like.
I don't throw a lot.
You like capers? Oh,
I
they're
do
great.
like
They're
capers.
great. They're
All
great.
right.
And the tomato. Tomato sauce?
All right. How much is that?
All of it. All of it.
But how much is in that bowl?
Oh, it's about 2 cups. A little bit of water just to let this simmer.
And so it doesn't burn? Or?
Exactly. Well, it has to cook. You know, these vegetables have to cook. This
you know I know nothing about cooking, so here I go.
You're doing okay.
All right, so
that's simmer for
simmering.
20 minutes, and this is what it gets.
Oh, my gosh,
and
it's
it's wonderful.
beautiful.
The pasta is cooking, and you just fish it right out.
How long do you cook the pasta? Do you like it a little al dente,
Depends
or?
on this. I like it al dente. I actually undercook it and then finish cooking in the sauce itself.
Now this is on a low heat?
On a low heat. We'll pick it up in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Spilled a little there.
That's okay. You pick it up. You know, I mean, in the kitchen, you need to be comfortable. You know,
That's right. If it falls on the floor, you throw it back in the pot. Right?
You rinse it first. Then you
But you throw it back in the pot.
Yeah, well, the pasta, yeah, absolutely.
What they don't know, Lydia.
Here, no, it gets disinfected. So here it is. We toss it like this.
Beautiful.
You see, and it gets dressed, and we're ready to serve.
All right, I'll follow you.
Just follow me.
Okay, put it right here.
Exactly. And we'll toss some cheese in here.
Oh, you toss it, okay.
Yeah, the last minute, because cheese, this is some grana padano. We throw, you know, that wonderful milky cheese.
So that melts right in, doesn't it?
Yes, and you want to throw it the last minute to retain the maximum of flavor. But you can see, Meredith, how this 20 minutes, you have food on the table, a great beet salad, which you boil alongside with the pasta, you know.
So you're cooking at the same time, you're not,
yeah,
okay.
You know, the table is so important. You know, the food is the magnet that brings everybody to the table, and then everything happens at the family table.
Yes, it does, and that's when people start talking and communicating. And a loaf of bread, you think, important with your meal?
Yeah, I always love a little bit of bread. Here you have enough starch, but vegetables, and you see, this is a vegetarian meal.
It's delicious.
Full
It smells
of
so
flavor. You know.
Thank
would
you.
you like to taste
Of course I'll
okay,
taste
would you like
it.
to come to my table? You know what I say at the end of my show?
What do you say?
Tutti a tavola a mangiare.
Would you like to come to my table? Is that what that means? Or and eat?
Come to my table and eat.
I'm here for you, Lydia. It's delicious.
Thanks.
Can I have a little wine?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank
How
you,
could I forget?
Exactly. Come to
How
my
could
table,
I-
honey. That's what you'll find.
Cheers.
Cheers, Lydia.
Salute.
Thank you so much.
Salute.
It's absolutely delicious.
Good.
30 minutes, folks. Easy to do at home with seasonal vegetables. Thank you, Lydia.
Thanks, Mary.
And still to come on here, food on my teeth. Still to come on today, delicious treats that won't pack on the pounds like this. But first, your local news. Delicious.
Okay.
Thank you, Lydia.
Senator Larry Craig.
You walked into that bathroom. 6 minutes later, you were under arrest.
Tonight, he tells his side of the story.
Did anybody sit you down, Senator, Suzanne, or your children and say, "Are you gay?"
Senator Larry Craig, the Matt Lauer interview.
Tonight, 8/7 Central, only on NBC.
Measure 50 rewrites Oregon's constitution to increase the tobacco tax. It's supposed to help kids, but over 70% of the money doesn't even go to the Healthy Kids program. And 50 spends far more than it takes in. Its revenues will decline each year as people buy less, but 50's massive new spending nearly doubles in a few years, leaving a funding gap of over $200 million. They're targeting smokers today, but who pays more taxes tomorrow to cover 50's huge shortfall? Don't rewrite our Constitution. No on Measure 50.
Shiloh Inns, American-owned and proud of it.
From Northwest News, Channel 8.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Russ Lewis, along with James Ray. A football battle is brewing, pitting Lake Ridge High School against its neighbors. It wants to play its home games at its own campus, but neighbors are saying no to that. Next week, the Lake Oswego School Board will consider a proposal to allow home football games at Lake Ridge. The Portland Art Museum is celebrating a big gift this morning, a Van Gogh painting. The Ox Cart, an 1884 painting, was donated by Fred and Frances Saun of Roseburg, and it's thought to be worth several $1 million. All right, time to check our forecast for a Tuesday as the rain moves in again. Here's Joe Michaels.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's that time of year. We've got these showers pushing in, and you can see them this morning. First alert, Doppler 8000. Here are those showers kind of meandering their way through. And in general, they'll persist today with this system pushing through the northwest. Currently this morning, a little bit chilly out there. It's 50 degrees in Portland and 48 in Hillsboro. Later today, highs only in the 50s and some showers. Definitely likely, although I think by later on this afternoon, we'll see some sun breaks in there as well. That extended forecast will take a peek. More showers are likely tomorrow. Some steady and heavy rain for Thursday and potentially into Friday. But in time for the weekend, we'll start to dry out just a little bit, and some sunshine is back by next Monday. Let's go back over to you.
All right, Joe, thanks very much. Stay with us. We're back here in 25 minutes this morning with more local news. We'll see you then. For James Ray, I'm Russ Lewis. Have a good day, everybody.
Northwest News Channel 8 invites you to help keep Oregon clean and green. Roll up your sleeves and help at one of 60 project sites during the annual Intel Solve Clean and Green Project, Saturday, October 20th. Log on to solve.org for volunteer information.
We lost someone today.
An enemy strike a world away.
We have a suspect.
Put him on a plane.
Now, the battle for the truth.
What is it they say he's done?
I don't really know.
You don't know.
Will take them to the edge.
This guy doesn't fit the profile. He's clean.
Back off!
Maxim says it's guaranteed to get your heart racing. And Roger Ebert says this film is perfect.
Open the gate!
Rendition rated R. Starts Friday only in theaters.
Do you want white teeth? Call now. The first 50 callers get free Zoom teeth whitening as seen on Extreme Makeover. We also offer Lumineers to straighten and whiten your teeth forever. Call Dentistry by Design at 503-626-9966. Call right now.
Resistant superbugs. See why they're increasing and why some doctors are suggesting a different course of treatment. NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams tonight.
We've designed our ads to show our products in their best light. But as beautiful as our furniture is, the price tags are pretty stunning too. During our sale at Scan Design, the art of living.
Join me, Roy J., at the African American Health Coalition's Wellness Village on Saturday, October the 20th at the Blazers Boys and Girls Club. It's free health education and screening for everyone, because a healthy community starts with you.
I used to be trapped on this sofa for days at a time because my periods were so horrible. That was until I had my LSH yesterday.
You may be suffering from debilitating periods or other symptoms that a hysterectomy could relieve. The Pearl Women's Center can help. The LSH is a less invasive hysterectomy that can be done as an outpatient, having you back on your feet in days, not weeks.
You have options. Contact the Pearl Women's Center today.
Northwest News, weather, and sports, 24 hours a day. On demand, when you need it. Northwest Cable News, Cable Channel 49.
Back now with more today on a Tuesday morning. We are talking about the 16th day of October 2007, and we're talking about another in a string of beautiful days here in the Northeast. Temperatures in the 70s and sunny skies, and you're going to be in New York vacationing. This is a great time of year to do it. Probably the case with some of these people. Meanwhile, out on the plaza, I'm Matt Lauer, along with Natalie Morales and Al Roker, and coming up in this half hour, we're going to be talking about the royals. There's all kinds of rumors swirling around Great Britain that the royal wedding may soon be on between Prince William and Kate Middleton. They're back together. She recently spent a hunting weekend with the family, so what's going to happen?
That's romantic, huh?
That is.
Very romantic.
Let me bag me a 3-point buck.
Oh,
I love you.